defense. Brad White, the coordinator, he's in his 4th season at Kentucky. Formula's been simple through the years of the success recently at Kentucky, right? Had a good, solid defense, be able to run the ball.
That's it.
Now you add in an NFL prospect quarterback, and they think something dynamic could happen this year. Richardson on 2nd and 10. Oh, and he had Justin Shorter streaking.
Just way off the mark here. As you can see, pressure coming off the left-hand side, unblocked defender. And for whatever reason, I think he thought Shorter was going to go outside. Shorter goes inside. Just way off the mark there between the quarterback and his wide receiver.
Michael Tarquin, the starting right tackle, is being tended to by the medical staff as they're looking at that left leg. So we'll take a break while they tend to him.
What's the move? Kinda wild out. Catch a groove. She said, where you going? What's the move? Kinda wild out. Catch a groove. What's the move?
Flo, you're here. This pipe just burst on me.
Well, you bundled home and auto with Progressive, so you have round-the-clock protection on all your stuff, like that cardboard TV.
I told Props to switch that out. Okay, everyone, that's a wrap.
Wait, you faked this whole thing?
I knew it was the quickest way to see you.
Oh, I'm sorry, John, but I'm already in love with insurance.
You know that's weird, right?
Well, any weirder than faking a burst pipe?
Got a little carried away.
The overtime went into overtime. What do? You turn to DiGiorno to be MVP. MV Pizza. Fresh baked taste. The win and move. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
You deserve a better credit score.
Whoa.
Chime can help no matter where you're at.
Whoa.
Because with everyday purchases and on-time payments,
Whoa.
things can happen a lot easier.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, you deserve some credit.
Whoa.
Get started at Chime.com.
Matthew, Little Caesars is now the official pizza of the NFL.
Let's hear it.
Pizza, pizza.
Again.
Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. No!
Pizza, pizza!
We're ready!
Enjoy game day with the Fanceroni Pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
My crypto's down.
No coiner.
Trust. This'll move.
Do their fragging seat.
Rez, hit me!
I got my ult.
That's 472 horsepower and 395 pound-feet of torque.
Well, what's up with this team sheet? Inverted fullback and a false nine?
The limited slip diff lets you hammer the throttle.
You don't get it till you go all in.
Poggers.
Stick it in the onion bag.
The Lexus IS, all in on the sports sedan.
Welcome back to Gainesville. Florida head coach Billy Napier comes from a family that's viewed as high school football royalty in Northwest Georgia. His father, Bill, was the winningest head coach at Murray County High School, coaching all three of his sons. Kurt, the youngest son, is now at the helm of Murray County, looking to replicate his father's success, while Matt Napier is the head coach at Powerhouse LaGrange High School. So Billy's high school connections and overall appreciation for high school coaches garners him so much respect on the recruiting trail. Greg, that's got to bode well for Florida moving forward.
It's massive. I mean, he has unbelievable support at the high school level, not just here in the state of Florida, but in the state of Georgia, which is insanely talent-rich. So those relationships with the high school coaches.
At Crutchfield, we sell stuff that makes life fun, and we've been doing it differently since 1974.
Whether you're looking to get better sound in your car or the latest TV to enjoy your favorite movies,
we're all about giving you the info and guidance you need to buy the right gear for you.
We offer free lifetime tech support on everything we sell. We mean everything, and we mean lifetime.
Check us out at Crutchfield.com to experience a totally different way to shop electronics online.
Today, we're celebrating a comeback 30 years in the making at the red carpet premiere of Disney's Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. This video is brought to you by Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. Hey, it's Andre from What's Up Disney Plus, and we are here at the historic El Capitan Theater in Hollywood, talking with the cast and creators of Disney's Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. Let's go. What does it feel like to be part of the iconic Chip 'n Dale franchise?
To see that iconic Disney intro come on and know that I am a part of that film, dream come true.
I mean, it's an honor to get to embody Chip 'n Dale. I grew up watching them even before Rescue Rangers. I saw them in the old Disney, home videos and stuff, the old Christmas specials.
For sure.
And stuff.
And I've been trying desperately to get a Rescue Rangers film off the ground, and I could never do it alone.
I'm very excited to be a part of this iconic franchise. In Germany, we didn't see it at all, so when I saw it for the first time, it was like being born.
I was excited to do something with Akiva again. And then the fact that John and Andy were involved, you always want to support your buds. So I was happy they wanted me to be a part of it.
It's hysterically written, so nostalgic. It's perfect for kids and adults. And it taps into the importance of friendship.
We're just we're big animation fans, but also, there's probably enough regular old reboots out there. And so we really thought, how can we make something just much stranger?
I mean, really thinking the whole time while we were writing that there's no way they're gonna make this movie. So let's just make ourselves laugh. And somehow we're here 7 years later and they've made this movie.
Was it fun to play around with the different animation styles? Because obviously got 2D, 3D, and some other things in there.
The last 30 years have been like an explosion of animation styles. So, it was a lot of fun to really just get creative with what it means to have weird glass eyes that you can't focus anywhere.
There's lots of nods, lots of shout outs to animation styles.
Would you say it's a love letter to animation?
I would say that. Both 2D, 3D, and 4K.
I mean, it's pretty fun, but it's also kind of like doing two movies at once. You have to shoot a whole live action movie, but without the actors in it, but it takes just as long. And then you got to do a whole animated movie and kind of put it on top, but that's kind of part of the adventure and part of why I signed on.
I think you'd enjoy the movie on a comedy level, but it has a great story. It's all very organic. The story, the style, the jokes, everything works together.
Wow, what a lot of fun. What an incredible experience to be able to talk with the cast and creators of this movie. Be sure to check out Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, now streaming on Disney+.
A lot of ideas. So when she wants a plan based on what matters most, she turns to Fidelity. At Fidelity, anyone can create a free plan, a plan that can change as your priorities do. And Nina's free plan, it leaves her free to focus on what's important right now. That's the planning effect from Fidelity.
You could go from point A to B, or you could go to point X. The BMW X Range. Your next X venture starts here.
See your local BMW Center today for exceptional lease and finance offers.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me?
Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Touchdown, yeah! And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
There is nothing like this atmosphere on Sunday Night Baseball.
Raise those hands. Let everybody know you went deep.
Giants, Cubs, come join us at the friendly confines on Sunday Night Baseball.
We're all about the finals. Connecticut versus Las Vegas. Tomorrow at 3 on ABC.
Matt Berry back in our college football studios. An idea of what's going on around the networks. Virginia Tech about to kick on ACC Network. Stanford just had a TD pulled off the board against USC. Arizona State over on ESPN2 and LSU in the first quarter against SEC Network. Joe and Greg, what a night of college football.
Look forward to hearing everything.
Tight throw there by Anthony Richardson. Felt like he got enough on the body that's one that Pearsall should have. Let's take a peek at it. Off-play action. Good job by Pearsall settling down. That ball is just on him. Tries to catch it underhand as opposed to locking it up. One that the receiver should absolutely bring in. A lot of velocity on that throw, though.
He can bring the heat, can he, Anthony Richardson? 2nd and 15. Empty look. They pick up the pressure, and he goes high over Pearsall. A 3rd and 25.
That's one you just got to have. I mean, guys wide open in the middle of the field. Similar play to what they ran about 5 or 6 times last week. Pearsall right over the middle. As you can see, Anthony Richardson, the numbers right now not glowing. See, there's still parts of his game that need to come along. He's got all the skills, but just refine the craft a little bit. Hone it in on the accuracy from time to time.
Going to give to Naquan Wright on 3rd and 25 as he's going to be forced out by DeAndre Square.
I think some of the things, too. I mean, the way I would say, I mean, Anthony Richardson's like giving someone a Ferrari on their 16th birthday, you know? It's like just so much horsepower, but probably not the best idea, you know? Right. Learning how to drive and things like that, probably the right way to go about it. It's in there, and it's so close to being a beautiful, beautiful thing, but there's still just little tweaks that he can make throughout the course of this season and beyond that will make him a superstar.
Davion Robinson gets driven back to the 25-yard line and then shifts back to the right and makes the most of that return to the 33, and that'll bring out Will Levis, the Madison, Connecticut native. You say, well, wait a second, a small little New England state is producing an SEC star quarterback who's going to go on to the NFL? Well, Steve Young came from Greenwich, Connecticut. And then there was just up I-95, our very own Dan Orlovsky from the Valley of Shelton. Right now, one of the best quarterbacks in college football, also a top NFL draft prospect, is Tyler Van Dyke, who played at Suffield Academy Boarding School. And then Xavier High School in Middletown produced Will Levis, who grew up on the shoreline in Madison. Comes from a family of Ivy League athletes. Mom was a star at Yale. His uncle David was a star at Yale. Grandfather coached at Brown, and here he is in the SEC. And here he is getting it to Upshaw again. He has been targeting those tight ends.
Yeah, he has. Similar play to what he started with last week. Roll to his left. It's a long throw. He gets it out there pretty easily. See how he flips his hips. He's such a natural athlete. It's so hard to do that, to be honest with you. But he makes it look easy, that's for sure. Very sharp. He's really taken advantage of all parts of the field. Everything's been underneath, so at some point you're going to try to rock them to sleep and throw it over their heads.
3 drives, 3 punts so far. Only 1 drive that went into Florida territory. Rides the play action. Has plenty of time to crank it up and go downfield and into the end zone for a touchdown to the freshman Dane Key. Will Levis, how about that? Touchdown to Key.
is a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
Let's see this catch. Does he secure it? Wow, how about the high point? That is definitely going to stand by Key. His Kimber's just draped all over him. Ooh, does it touch the ground there on the side? Difficult to see. It didn't see that initially from the first angle. Let's take a peek.
Let's see. Watch the ball here. Watch the point of the ball.
Left side of the thigh. Of course, the ball can touch the ground, but you have to maintain possession, and the ball cannot wobble whatsoever upon contact with the ground. And it's really close. Let's take a look left side. Difficult to tell exactly where it is right there.
Remember, ruling on the field is a touchdown by Key. Let's bring in our rules expert, Matt Austin. Matt?
Yeah, Joe, the key, as Greg said, is did the ball hit the ground through the process. He definitely has a...
Enjoy thousands of movies and shows, hundreds of live TV channels for absolutely nothing.
You sure nothing at all?
No contract, no credit card, no subscription.
Still, that's what I'm talking about.
Join millions and download now. Plex. Free movies and TV.
Video evidence to overturn. You have to have beyond all doubt. And Matt, like you said, if this was called incomplete, I could see it also standing. But since it was called a touchdown on the field, I'm not sure I've seen enough to justify it being overturned.
Well, either way, let's just say this. Kentucky has something in Dane Key, the true freshman.
The ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
I mean, this is the first true freshman as the touchdown is secured to start an opener at Kentucky in 19 years. And when we met with the offensive coordinator, Rich Scangarello, the other day, he said he was here in the spring as an 18-year-old, Greg, and he said, I never thought he was a freshman. He could handle it. He could process and play right away.
There's an incredible catch right there, too. I mean, just draped by Kimber, the defender, and the strength, too, for a freshman to be able to reel it in. So impressive.
Seven to 3 Kentucky after the 55-yard touchdown. Levis to Key. Coming together moment presented by Verbo.
Kentucky has been killing Florida on these over routes, so you know these safeties, they're starting to jump. Well, what do you get over the top? A big post. As soon as that free safety comes down and takes the underneath, you have one-on-one on the outside. Let your guy make a play. Just really good coverage by Kimber. There's only so much you can do. It's like a big guy on the block going up for a rebound. Yeah! Reel it in. And the freshman puts his name in the box score after the outstanding throw by his excellent quarterback.
Levis to Key. Dane Key is 6'3". He's a big target. He's fast. He's dynamic. He's got ball skills. Todd, that's the reason why people like Will Levis. What we just saw right there.
Yeah, and everyone you talk to, from their coaches to quarterback coaches that have worked with him to NFL scouts, they all say the same thing. The first thing you have to know about him is his football intelligence and his understanding of the game. Right there, really the first half, the story's been about his patience, taking the easy stuff underneath, being more accurate today with the easy stuff underneath. But when he got his shot, he delivered. Put that ball in a perfect place. You got to put room underneath it, and you got to give your receiver an opportunity to go up and make the play.
So Kentucky, on their first 3 drives, they had 17 plays for 67 yards. Then on that drive, they had 2 plays for 67 yards. That's what arm talent can do. Football IQ. Rode that play action. Went deep. He did the rest.
Sometimes you can just tell, you know, you can just tell when you're about to take a shot. You can just tell with the they break the huddle a little faster. There's a little more urgency. You can just tell. So I said, I feel like a shot might be coming. And Levis made him pay. Let's see what the equally talented Richardson could do now for an answer.
Levis is 9 of 10, 143 yards and a touchdown. Richardson's 4 of 13 for 78 yards. Johnson catches a seam. Montrell Johnson. Big burst off the left side. He was the Sun Belt Conference Freshman of the Year for Coach Napier last year, Louisiana, and made the move here to Florida.
And a great job here by the left side of this Florida offensive day. Look, this guy's not the fastest. Might have gotten away with a little hole right there. Number 77, Ethan White, got that left hand hooked. Either way, see Montrell Johnson, not the home run hitter with speed, but man, can he get downhill.
And now they go receiver, doesn't have any room to wiggle free. As Lovett made the tackle.
It's a great job, huge surge. You can see he's not going to get away from you, man. Just an excellent job there of responding. Kentucky secures momentum for really the first time in the game. Florida comes right out on their first offensive snap and retakes it.
Johnson had nowhere to go. He was met at the line of scrimmage immediately. That was Justin Rogers in the middle of that defense. Big 330-pounder lining things up.
So far, Anthony Richardson's accuracy has just been the tiniest bit off. You know when he's at his best, though, throwing the football is when he's on the move. Right here, you have the whole field to work with to your right. Maybe get him on the move.
Here's a song about a brawny paper towel. Stand tall, tear small, and stop the waste. Let's save more towels, it's not too late. From a fish stick to a lipstick to a hand-sized plate. Use a little square, not more. Terra Square Paper Towels from Brawny.
And I'll tell you what, you can tell Kentucky's defense is well coached, man. I mean, recognition immediately. The second they threw that orbit motion around, you saw Square, as soon as the quarterback hit his back foot, take off right in the direction of the tunnel screen. Just extremely well coached there defensively by defensive coordinator Brad White.
Mahalik on for the 50-yard field goal attempt. And he puts it through from 50. So Mahalik, who had never attempted a college field goal prior to this game, comes in, hits from 39, and then blasts away from 50. His rotation perfect and over with plenty of room. 7-6 game here in the Swamp. Cats on top.
This season, Sling has the channel lineup to channel your college football. So you can catch the Hail Marys, witness every miracle, see the big games and the bowl games for less. Channel your football with Sling TV.
For everything we need, for everything we want, for everything we do. We're all better off with an ally.
When you're waiting for a kiss, 1 second can feel like forever. Freshen up and make a move. No more waiting, just kissing.
Safe drivers save up to 30% on their auto insurance for not answering their phone while driving. They feel like a pretty big deal.
Steve, did you get the ice?
Even if they forgot the ice. Save up to 30% on auto insurance with USAA Safe Pilot. Get a quote today.
When you are at your weakest,
when fear and doubt are a burden too heavy to bear.
Remember this. You are not alone.
Rated M for mature.
My crypto's down.
No coiner.
Trust. This'll move.
Dude, they're fragging C. Rose, hit me. I got my ult.
That's 472 horsepower and 395 pound-feet of torque.
What's up with this team sheet? Inverted fullback and a false nine?
The limited slip diff lets you hammer the throttle.
You don't get it till you go all in.
Poggers.
Stick it in the onion bag.
The Lexus IS, all in on the sports sedan.
Juliana, Big Mac, no pickles, extra special sauce. And Jimena, quarter pounder with cheese, extra pickles, no onions.
Thanks, Dad.
You got it.
Buy one favorite like a Big Mac and get another for just $1. Right now at McDonald's.
Work'em Gators. Well, their defense is getting some work in, but so did Will Levis moments ago, and that's why we have a 7-6 game with Kentucky on top. 50-yard field goal by Florida's Adam Mahalit, and he kicks away to Brown. And that gives us the chance to check in with Matt and the guys.
All right, Tess, checking in on Texas Tech and Houston. Houston in overtime for the second week in a row. This time, Texas Tech gets the win. Donovan Smith takes it in. And a good win at home for them, 33-30, the final in OT. And out west, Caleb Williams to Jordan Addison. They're making this look easy against Stanford. Jerry Rice in attendance is like, that kid can play. 14-0.
All that offensive talent that headed to USC and showing up early. Had quick scoring drives when we had them. All three scoring drives tonight have been under 2 minutes. Levis, pressure coming at him as it's incomplete. He had to deal with a lot with Ventrell Miller.
You know, guys, Mark Stoops said he was a player's coach before it was in vogue. Now you have to be, but he understood the importance of building relationships with his players years ago. Go back to his Miami days. He still has an incredibly close relationship with Ed Reed. He said it's easy to be demanding when players know you truly care and love them, and the players agree. They tell me it's easy to go to battle for a guy who's in the trenches with you.
You take a look at the 10-year run that Mark Stoops has had. He has created that culture of believing. 2nd and 10. Levis, three-step. Looks to the right, looks to the left. Now has to extend and then throws it away. It'll be 3rd down and 10. We spent time with Coach Stoops this week, Greg, and he said, listen, there is definitely a belief in this program. Everybody believes you're going to make the play. You're going to do whatever's necessary. There's that strong belief system that the positive outcome will be the result.
Yeah, there are very few programs that taken on the personality of their head coach better than Kentucky. Blue collar, hardworking, and extremely physical and tough. That's everything that Mark Stoops is as well.
Which is what you need to be for an environment like this. At the swamp, under the lights, facing a 3rd and 10. Levis gets it out and gets it complete, and it's Key again.
Sales teams have it tough. The pressure to hit their numbers keeps rising. The last thing they need to worry about is getting bogged down with busy work. PandaDoc is here to make things easy. Create eye-catching documents, approve and share them in minutes, get real-time reporting, all while you simply connect our software with the tools you love. Workflows are streamlined, contracts are signed, everyone's good. Automate proposals and speed up your deals with PandaDoc.
Catch by Kentucky's offense.
They go with Tavion Robinson in the backfield again. The 108 receiver. This time they fake the pitch and roll Levis. But good coverage downfield as he has to use the legs for just a few yards. Justin Boone was staying with him. Remember, Boone had that monstrous sack earlier.
And there have not been many that Will Levis has missed tonight. Good job making something out of nothing. But look at this. I mean, wide open across the middle of the field. He beats his defender. Levis just can't see.